right, guys, Auburn taking on South Carolina in Columbia this weekend in a very pivotal SEC matchup. This is an all-SEC schedule, 10 games. Auburn already 2-1. South Carolina feels like they should be at least 2-1 at this point, especially considering how they surrendered that game to Tennessee. Go ahead and like the video, comment, and subscribe to Vernon Speak Sports Auburn. It is prediction time. As it always is great to be an Auburn Tiger, War Eagle. Okay, now a lot of folks think that this game could go a long way in determining, obviously, where either of the two teams may go for the rest of the year. Gus Malzahn and Auburn coming up with the controversial win over Arkansas. You know, a lot of folks are kind of on edge. Like, what kind of team does Auburn have? Where's the continuity going to come from? Yeah, we like Tank Bigsby. He's doing a good job, but we're still a little iffy on Bo. We're still a little iffy on the offensive line. Can the defense make the key stops? Now, one thing I want to see in this game where Auburn takes on South Carolina, what I want to see is blitz packages from the defense, but I want to see them a little more educated. I don't want to see blitz packages that result into big plays because of dump-offs or because of, leaving the intermediate portion of the football field wide open like they have done on several occasions, like Kentucky and Arkansas, for example. I think if Auburn can be a little bit more disciplined and play a little bit more simple on this, as far as assignments go on defense, keep things simple. These guys are young. These guys are really inexperienced. Keep things simple because you have two playmakers on South Carolina's side of the football field that can really break some plays open. You got to be really careful and be really wary of those guys because they really are good. They could be breakout players in the SEC if they continue at the rate that they're going. You talk about Shi Smith, the receiver, senior receiver for South Carolina, getting off to a good start, already halfway as far as results-wise what he was a year before. And it definitely has some big play capability. Only averaging about 10.4 yards per catch, but it's only a matter of time before he really becomes a huge staple in this offense. And then, one guy that really makes me a little on the nervous side is Kevin Harris. Kevin Harris, a sophomore out of Hinesville, Georgia, that is up there at South Carolina, getting off to a great start. 56 attempts, 326 yards already, 5.8 yards per carry for 4 touchdowns. This he could pose some real interesting mismatches, especially out in the flat, because Auburn hasn't really done well in the intermediate passing game. Now, what would be huge for Auburn is to get Eli Stoll back, to get Sean Shivers back, to add even more options to this passing game, to where I thought Auburn really started to see some promise, especially with the emergence of Tank Bigsby and great contribution from DJ Williams. This could be a game that I think Auburn could really show what their true potential is. Starting to really piece some things together, starting to really gel together as a unit, which is historically what Auburn tends to do towards the middle of the season. And we're approaching that mid-season point, only 10 games, about to be 4 games in. So really it's about that time where Auburn really starts to reach their stride. All right, guys, it's prediction time. Auburn on the road against South Carolina. The defense still having question marks, especially at the defensive line, and also the linebacker position, trying to piece together some discipline there. Hopefully Auburn will have Jalen Simpson back and probably the service of Marco Domio to help solidify the defense. Auburn on offense still trying to piece some things together at the offensive line. Bo Nix still trying to emerge in his second year as a quarterback in the SEC. The way I see this thing, I think Auburn has the potential, has the talent to really do some good things in this football game. So I got Auburn 28-14 on the road against South Carolina. Go ahead and leave your picks at the bottom of in the comments section. Go ahead and like the video, comment, and subscribe to Vernon Speak Sports Auburn. And as always, it's great to be an Auburn Tiger, War Eagle.